Hey everybody, it's Bethany. I hope you all are having a great day. I wanted to get on and share. It feels like forever since I've done a video because I have been under the weather with the flu. I hope you all are doing well. You haven't got this crazy flu, and if you have, you are over it or you're getting over it. It hit our house early last week with my son, and then I got it a few days later. Thankfully, my husband and my oldest son have not got it, and I hope and pray they do not. And I wanted to get on here and share because before I got sick last week, I actually had done a fun shopping trip with the old so-and-so. We went and shopped the Nashville Antique Show, we shopped Hobby Lobby, and we shopped the Goodwill. So I've got a couple of things to share with you all. Honestly, I forgot some of the things I got because after I got sick, I was expecting to do a haul that week, and then I was down for the count while I was sick with the flu. So I am going to show that with you all today. So bear with me. I've still got congestion. My voice is a little crackly, but I couldn't wait. I wanted to share this. Plus, I want to get it eventually decorated with hopefully this next week when I'm feeling better and I can put some of these pieces to good use. So I've got two things that I did go ahead and put in my garage just so they wasn't in my kitchen. So I'm gonna go ahead and share those with you. And they were both from the Goodwill when we went. Does any of you shop at the Goodwill? I do like it. I have noticed though some of the prices, you just have to watch, the pricing. But there's some things sometimes I'll see and it's from Target and it's the same price as if you had bought it at Target. But every once in a while you will score some good deals for some good prices. So this wreath here was $4.99 and I thought that was a good deal. I love the little white florals on it. And then, it actually has the little hook too, so that's easy to hang. So I'm excited about using this, and for $4.99, that's a great deal when it comes to a wreath. And it will look great on one of my doors. Okay, this was something else. I really don't know what I'm gonna do with this just yet, but when I saw this garland, we had actually just left Hobby Lobby, and their garlands, y'all, were really pricey, and they wasn't the 40% off the day we went. So when I saw this for $5.99, I had to get it. It also goes really well with that wreath. So I can use this outside somewhere and just spray it, or I can use it inside somewhere as well. I just don't know where yet. Okay, and then I'm just gonna start pulling things out. I don't know where they came from because the bag is full. It's right here. I do have one small Hobby Lobby bag. I'm pretty sure I have some other Hobby Lobby stuff, but it's just in a big, I'll show you this big bag here. And I just threw all my stuff in it from that day in there. So, this was another thrifted item, just a white book. I like the gold. It's a cookbook. And I love using books with my decor. They're great risers. They're great just as a filler. So another thing I got at the Goodwill that day we went, this was $3.99, and it's this Monopoly set. I see these a lot when I'm out thrifting. However, they're usually those plastic piece ones, and this one actually was the little metal pieces. And I've got those trinket shelves now, so I thought that would be cute to pull some of those pieces out and use them. Of course, you can always take a jar and fill up little pieces and miniatures like that too. That would be cute. But for $3.99, and it had quite a few of those little miniatures in there. Right. Another thing that I got from Goodwill was this little set, and I've been excited to open this. I haven't opened it because I wanted to open it with you all. It was only $3.99, and what got me was it looked like what I could use, even if they're not, as little white butter pats. And I saw that little white It looks like a creamer or a pitcher in there. Maybe I should have opened this off camera because they packaged this thing really well. Okay, so here's one piece. There's no markings or anything on it, but I thought this was really cute. And then, but what I was most excited about is these next pieces in here. So have you all been able to be flu-free, or have you all got it? I know when we went to the doctor, they said that the day I took my son, actually they had just saw 4 cases of positive flu that morning. And then the next day I went and they said that it was just going rapid around this area. Okay, so this is what I got, and there is 4 of them, and they're these little plates here, but how cute. This actually may have come from like a little kid's play set or something, I'm not sure, but it works perfect as a little mini butter pat. So 4 of those, and then another thing that I saw that caught my attention in that little pack was this little pitcher here. Anything of the white little miniature pitchers, I love. So that whole set was only $3.99. I thought that was a really good deal. Okay. And you know, Goodwill, you don't get bags anymore. So when you visit Goodwill, make sure you take a bag with you. Oh yeah, I forgot about these actually. This was $3.99 for the set. There was actually no sticker on there, so when I got up, they called the manager for me, and they let me have all 4 of these for $3.99 for the set. I don't think they're anything special, but I thought they were really pretty. They have a little gold rim all around. Again, same thing. I can use them to mimic the little butter pads. All right. Oh, this was another Goodwill find that day. I don't decorate with a lot of silver, but I thought these would be really pretty to incorporate in some of my pieces in the kitchen. I could even stick these out of a crock. I could add these to a white pitcher, but what got me was that detail there. It's on all 3 of them, and I thought those were really pretty, and the set was $4. That's Moxie if you hear her in the background. Oh, this was another Goodwill find that day. These were $2.99 for the set, and I've actually been picking these up when I see them lately. These were actually painted white, and what I think maybe somebody did with these is maybe made them napkin rings because the bottom of them are actually already taken out. I don't plan to do that with these, but I do plan to put a bunch of the little miniature ones like this in a apothecary jar. So I thought that would be cute for spring. And that was 8 of them for $3. Okay, so now it looks like we're going to Hobby Lobby, but we might find some more Goodwill stuff in the bag. When I saw this, I told the Oatso, and so I was like, I've got to get this. It is going to be perfect for me. Let me go ahead and take it out of this little package because you can't really tell what it is. But you know, I do like miniatures. I don't really know where all I'm going to put my miniatures. I have that little Coca-Cola holder that I'm using right now as a great miniature holder. But when I saw this, and you know, I'm loving the apothecary jars. Look at this mini apothecary jar. It is so cute, and the lid actually comes off so I can put something in there. How fun. I didn't find anything that day to put in here, but I'm sure I can come across something to put in here. If you have any ideas of what would be mini that could fit in this jar with the lid on it, let me know, because I would love to fill it up with something. And that was only $3.49. And what was funny, there was actually 2 of these. One was this price, $3.49. The other one I think said $4.99. So do watch for that. I saw that from some other people that I follow here on YouTube saying, you know, watch the prices. You might be looking at the same item and it's different pricing. So I guess maybe they're upping some of their prices, but they still have old tags as well that they're, you know, still getting rid of. So look for that, because if it's the same item, you might as well save a buck or two and get it for cheaper if they have that price available. Okay. Okay, I think the rest of the stuff in here is from the antiques show that we went to. Y'all, I'll be honest, I didn't think I was gonna buy anything, but I was just excited to go with my friend and us have a good time together and see what all they have at the antique show. I was thinking it would probably be way above my price limit. Don't get me wrong, the first time we went on, I thought, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to buy anything today. But I found several booths that was really great, and Miss Susan did share with me that those booths kind of mimicked some of the booths that I'll see at the Great Junk Hunt. So y'all, I am counting down. I'm so excited for the Great Junk Hunt. I cannot wait to go. Especially after some of the booths that I was really fond of, and she said they mimic the ones at the Great Junk Hunt. I can't wait to go and dig and see all the treasures I find at the Great Junk Hunt. So this is what I found. It's a small haul, but it was fun. It was fun to be able to purchase some things. It was fun to dig and find some of these things that we found. So I'm just going to pull this bag out. It's double bagged, so let's see what's in here. Oh, this was one of the things that I bought at this booth. Actually, this booth we went back to 3 times, I think it was, and it was so fun. This is something that it says 6-cord machine thread, and I really bought it for the box. I think that will be really cute to decorate with. That's the front of the box there. And then this is the back of the box. And then that's the thread actually that's in there. I like that wood color on the spools, and then of course the black thread. But again, my main purpose of buying this was I thought that box was really cool to decorate with. So I got that. I'll try to remember prices. Again, you know, this is going on 2 weeks ago, so I can't remember exactly all the prices, but I'm pretty sure I got that for $5. $5, I'm pretty sure. This was something that we bought from, actually, here's the card. This booth here, and I bought these. I thought these were really cool. My son, he loves cows. My husband loves cows. We haven't got cows here yet on the homestead, but that is something that we are planning on doing. So that was those. These were $12.95 for each of these prints, and this was an original print from an 1888 book of the United States reports cattle and dairy farming. And it says this is a hard to find book. So anyway, I just liked the prints, and I thought these would look really cool. They're in a plastic covering, so I'll take them out and I can frame them. But I thought those would look cool somewhere. I could also just stick one down into a flower frog. So a couple options there with those. Oh, this was something that I got. I thought this was so cute. And with springtime coming up, I thought this will be really cute. And y'all, I just realized, I don't know if I realized this actually. It has the hand written postcard on it. So that's cool. It says, March 25th, 1910. I can't really tell what it says. It's a lot of writing, whoever wrote this. But how cool, March 25th, 1910. Definitely planning on putting this down into one of my little flower frogs. So got that. I think that was like $2. Oh, this was also from that booth that we visited like 3 different times because they kept putting things out actually. So, and every time we went, we missed something that we didn't see. If you've already saw Miss Susan's video, though, so-and-so from her haul, that log cabin that she got, it was gorgeous. And I think, had already visited that booth a couple times before she came across that. So this here is a little leather book. You know, I'm loving the little books, and I'm actually collecting the Bibles right now, the different Bibles to put in one of my cloches, which I now have full, and then also I'm collecting the little mini Bibles to put in an apothecary jar that I have. But I thought I could stick this down in that, or this could also be cute for one of my little apothecary jars for my dresser top. But it is William Shakespeare, and I just thought it was really cute with the little poems in there, and it's actually leather. And then speaking of little Bibles, I picked this one up that day. I believe this one, it wasn't very much. I think it was $5. But I love the leather bound Bibles. Oh, another find that I was excited about from that same booth was this book here. Y'all, it is, you know, on its last days, but I think that is gorgeous. The binding is off there, but it's got that leather or hard cover, and it's got that like embossing in there. I don't know. This design actually looks really similar to those little photos that I've been ordering off of eBay that I shared with y'all. You know, the ones that, you know, I was assuming that when they went off to war, they carried those with them, those little pocket photos. That's really similar to that. I don't know if that has any meaning behind it or anything, but this is actually, I was trying to see if there was a date or anything in it. I think this one was $3 or $5, which I thought was a really good deal compared to, well, I mean, it was a good deal, but we had been seeing these books in some of the other booths that were those a little bit more pricey, actually a lot more pricey. And there was one book similar to this. Now, of course, it wasn't identical. I think it was actually a Holy Bible, and but it was like this same width and the same pretty hardcover, and they were wanting $150. So I was like, no, I'll have to pass on that. But I would love to come across one of those one day in my price range. But I thought this one was so pretty. And then, oh, this was a booth that we saw. He said he actually sets up in Ohio as well. I've never been to the Ohio show. That is on my bucket list to go. That will definitely have to be like a little mini trip, because I've heard like you can basically go Wednesday and shop till Saturday if you have that early bird pass. So that's definitely on my list. Me and my mom and my grandma actually take a yearly girls trip. We've done that since my grandpa passed a couple years ago, and it's just been something fun that we do. And we usually do that around the spring or before summer break. And I've heard that that Ohio show is in May. So how cool would that be to make that our girls trip? But anyway, the guy that I bought these cards from, he sets up at that show. Sorry, my boys just opened the door and they're gonna fly. But the little cards, these will be adorable in the flower frog. And this one says 25 cents. These were $1 a piece. 55 cents I like fives. And then 4, 4. Also, those being red and green will be perfect at Christmas time. This one's red and black, but it's 5 cents. 3 for 20 cents. And then 2 for 25 cents. So those are the ones that I picked up, and I thought those were really cute. Oh, another thing I got from his booth was these bingo cards. So yeah, I see bingo cards quite a bit. I see them quite a bit at Antiques on 231. However, they're like the more regular, you know, bingo cards that we probably all see. These are thick. I've never saw. So this is one bingo card right here. Look at that thickness on that. So I don't know if I'll be able to stick that down into a flower frog, but I was thinking like a soup dish, because I am doing that black hutch all in the white decor. So I thought that might be fun to do, like these 3 sticking out. I bought 3 of them, and then doing like some paper shred in there. That's like this color. Maybe if I find, I do have some old books that are, I had picked up one day. Actually, somebody gave them to me, and the bindings have been completely pulled off of all of them. So they're, you know, mix match pages and everything, but I didn't want, they were just going to get rid of them. I didn't want those to go to the trash. So I took them, and I thought those might be fun to shred those up. And because you can't read them anymore, they're not together or anything, but they do look older, and put that shred down in one of my little soup dishes and these. What do you think? I think that would be cute. I might just try it out and play with it with y'all one day, and we can see what that looks like, because I did order something. It hasn't got here yet, or I don't think it has, and that's like a soup dish thing. Okay. Let's see, this is wrapped. Oh yes, I remember. These were the glasses. That same booth that we got several things from. I got these glasses. I thought these were really pretty. Usually when I see glasses like this, you know, they're $25 or more, and these were $10. And with it having the little case and everything, I got them. I don't know if I'll use the case, because honestly, that case, I don't care for the color of it, but I do like the velvet part, and that's just looks like a sticker, so I could probably get that off. But I was wanting these. I was wanting a pair of these because I want to put a pair of these down into one of those apothecary jars that's going to go on that dresser. You know, the ones that I'm hunting all my little treasures for, to put all of the goodies in those apothecary jars and cloches. I liked how these circled around. So for $10, I thought that was a good deal, and I got those. Okay. And, oh, there's something wrapped up in this paper towel. Oh yeah, I forgot about him. This little sheep here, I thought he was cute. I think he was $10. Yeah, he was 10. I'm really wanting several of these, and that just, I don't know if he's actually old or if he just looks old, but he's not like one of the plastic toy ones. But I thought he was really cute, so I got him. See, he's even cute on that little box. And then, oh yeah, me and Miss Susan got a pair of these. I loved the beading on this one. I just thought this would be pretty to go in. What I'm doing is I have bought this basket. Actually thrifted the basket. The basket's gorgeous. And I'm doing like a stack of books in there, and I just come across some really great, it was before I got sick, the last day I thrifted since I've been sick. So it was a couple weeks ago, but I got the stack of hymnals, and they are so pretty. Actually, let me pause y'all real quick, and I'll show you that basket if you don't care. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I wanted to grab this since I was talking about it. This is the basket, and like I said, I had thrifted this a few weeks back, but that's my plan. Now I've got to put something in there to raise them up a little bit, but these are some of the old Bibles I've collected, and then these here are the hymnals that I was telling you about, and they were such a great deal. I thrifted them, and y'all look at these. Now this is not going with the haul that I'm actually supposed to be showing you, but I got sidetracked because this is something too that I had thrifted before I got sick. Not that day that we went shopping, but look, first of all, look at the bindings. I love those colors. And then I think these are so pretty. So Songs of Hope, I thought that was really pretty. Then this one, you can't even tell what it says anymore, but I just love it. That's what it looks like. Perfect Hearts, Super Specials, and then Gospel Highway. And actually I have a few more, but I'm decorating with them on a different table, so I forgot to grab them when I was in there. But so I've put those in there. I just love the coloring when it's old like that on the pages. And then these are some of the Bibles that I've gotten and picked up. I really like this one. I love when they're written in, you know. I found one I was showing my husband, and I thrifted it actually, and I'm actually going to use it on that old dresser. And it has, I think it's like 1940, but it says, you know, to Madeline from Mama and Daddy, 1940 or something. So I thought that was really cool. Here's another one. And then my mom gave me this. I'm sure some people would think this is really weird, but she found it somewhere, and it's just one of those, like, when someone passes, and then who's come to the funeral home. So they wrote in there. Again, I just liked the pages and the binding on it, and it was just something really to stick in there. So I did that one. Another leather-bound Bible. And then this one I thought was really neat. I can't remember if I thrifted this one or if I bought this one at Antiques on 231, because I did buy two at Antiques on 231. But this one, oh, it says joined the Baptist Church and was baptized September 15th, 1940. So what, 1940, that's over 80 years ago. And then if they were baptized that day. So I think that's pretty cool. But I thought that was pretty, and I really liked it for this basket. So again, that's what that looks like. And my whole purpose to go grab that basket was to show you, thinking that this necklace might go in here. So of course I will, you know, fix it up, but just something kind of where it's draping, and then the cross is hanging. It's my plan, you know. So that's that. Okay, a few more things that I've got that day. Oh, this white ironstone platter. So you know I'm loving the white ironstone platters. And when I saw this one, y'all, at the antique show for $10, I had to pick it up. So it's got like the little scalloped edges, white, and then of course that beautiful ironstone stamp. So thought that was really pretty, and for $10, I was really excited about that. And then two last things that I got that day. I was so excited. Miss Susan actually came across some too that day, and it was these little lovelies here. So I got this one. The stamp honestly is not that, oh yeah, actually it is. It's on there. It's a little acorn. So when I saw these mini butter molds, I was super excited. And then I really liked this one. I love that dark wood color and then just like the shape of it. And then this one has a flower stamp. I really want to, once I get feeling good and everything, I want to do some research. I've heard that the stamps can be the difference in the pricing, which I definitely do believe. These two, the guy gave me a great deal. They were literally just thrown in a box and you kind of just had to dig at this booth. And I picked up one. It was really pretty. It was big. It didn't even have the covering on it. It was just the stamp piece. It was beautiful. It was big and it had tulips on it and the stamp detail was really nice. And I said, how much? He said 150. I was like, I hesitated to even ask on these. And then he gave me both of these, two for, what was like basically $20 a piece. So I was really happy with these two. So y'all, that is my haul from the day that me and the old so-and-so went. We had so much fun that day getting to know each other more. And we also really had a blast at the antique show and was both happy with our purchases and our treasures that day. And then, you know, you can't go to Nashville and not stop at Hobby Lobby. And of course, if we're together, we're probably going to find a thrift store. So we did just that and we got some really good deals at the Goodwill too. So I hope you all have a wonderful, blessed day. Enjoy your weekend. I'm so excited to be back. So we'll be posting on a regular basis now. I hope you all are happy and healthy and have a wonderful weekend. Until next one, my friends, I'll see you then. Bye.